Hello and welcome back gamers to the channel. Today we have an exciting video lined up for all the Minecraft enthusiasts out there. We'll be diving into the world of shaders and exploring the visual enhancements. That's not all, we also will be going through some benchmarks on these shaders to see the best balance between performance and visual fidelity. Of course, we're testing all of this on the same system that we have been testing for the past two videos on this channel. And it contains an i7-4790 and a GTX 1650 DDR6. The only difference between the last system and this one is the 16GB of RAM that we've added. The game also is running on the hard drive, not the SSD. Before we jump into the benchmarking process, let's quickly go over the basics. Shaders are modifications to the game's graphics that add a range of effects like realistic lighting, shadows, reflections, and more. Of course, choosing the right shaders can be overwhelming due to the amount of options that there is out there. Today we've gathered a number of shader packs that I've personally used while playing the game, just to give you guys an idea on what to expect from each and every shader on this list, and also to help you choose if you're gonna play the game on a system that is either the same or similar to this one. But before we go into the shaders, let's quickly look at the game's regular look and performance. These are the settings that we are using throughout the whole test, of course with or without the shaders. Starting off with the vanilla Minecraft, and as you can see, it is a flawless experience. To no one's surprise, it is currently CPU bottlenecked, since at this stage the game is not visually intensive. Still, we can see an average of 175 FPS with decent percentile figures. And the first shader pack that we are testing is the BSL shaders, and I have to say these look fabulous. The GPU usage has gone up by a large amount, however the game is still very playable, and this is definitely how I would play the game on a system such as this one. Moving on to complementary shaders, and these ones also look very good, and it seems that they are performing a bit better than the BSL shaders. Overall, great FPS and amazing visuals. Next up we have the Exposa shaders. Honestly, I think I've seen this one before, but wanted to include it because it's one of those shaders that don't look good and perform just as bad. I think the motion blur is just too much, and it feels like the game is running on some shitty upscaling technology. Still, I think if this one was running on a faster system, it would look a lot better. And the shaders we have next are my personal favorites. These are the Silder's shaders, and there are two presets that we are testing today, starting off with the medium Silder's shaders. I like these shaders because, as you can see, they perform alright on this system and they look really good. 80 FPS on average here overall is a good experience for the visual fidelity that we're getting. The extreme Silder's shaders look almost similar or identical to the medium ones. Personally, I couldn't tell the difference, but there is a 10 FPS difference in terms of performance. So I would recommend using the medium instead of the extreme, but that is up to you guys if you want to go with the extreme one. I got to say the underwater does look a bit too dark, but it's still better than most shaders out there. Next up is the Voyager shader pack, and these are supposed to be one of the best shaders, but for some reason here they look horrible. It's almost like there are too many pixels, maybe due to this running at 1080p. Perhaps they are meant to run at 4K. Still, even if they could look better, it's still not going to be a good experience with the FPS provided by this system. And last but not least are the AstraLex shaders. This is my first time trying these shaders and they look amazing. I like the style of this shader pack. It is too much on the side of motion blur, and I'm not a fan of motion blur, but it still looks good, and the FPS is okay. So I could say this is an overall good looking experience and a playable one. So I would definitely recommend using these shaders if you like the way the sun looks, I guess.